What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to make a short little video and show you guys some cool stuff. Another little horror haul. The New Jersey Horror Convention is going on. 2026 Horror Convention is going on this weekend over in Woodbridge, New Jersey. We did make a trip over there and got to check it out. First time going to that convention. It's a smaller convention. It's not like Texas Frightmare Weekend. It's a little bit of a smaller show, but still packed with some good stuff. A lot of cool little vendors. And obviously a bunch of the actors and actresses. Definitely had a good time there. We spent quite a few hours there roaming around, checking the place out, looking for different memorabilia, movies, action figures, anything that we can add to the collection to try and get the collection to grow a little bit. And then also we were fortunate enough to actually run into a couple of actors that we've been looking to get in touch with for quite a while, and we got some autographs. So we're gonna go down the line here and show you guys what we got. Pretty cool stuff. We're gonna start with the films. So there was actually a vendor there. Arrow Video and Vinegar Syndrome, unfortunately, were not there. I believe that their booths are at Monster Palooza over in Pasadena this weekend. So they weren't there, but there was a gentleman there who was a reseller of films and music and things of that nature. And he had a massive Arrow and MVD and also Kino Lorber collection. Pretty impressive. Prices weren't great, but I was able to talk him down on a couple of things, and we added some nice things to the collection. All brand new, never been opened. So the first thing that caught my eye is the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K, brand new, sealed. Can't go wrong. A must-have for any collection. I have so many different versions of this particular film. But I don't have the Arrow 4K, so great addition to the collection. Another film that's not going to be widely known, but if you're a horror person, you are definitely going to know all about Colobos. This is also another Arrow release, brand new, sealed. Awesome addition to the collection. Colobos is a twisted film. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend seeing it for you real horror fanatics out there. It's definitely a good film. The next thing I absolutely had to buy. I haven't seen this thing out in the wild. I know you could probably buy it on the Arrow website or possibly Amazon or eBay or something like that. But the price wasn't terrible, and I was able to negotiate with the gentleman. Look at this. The Clive Barker Nightbreed box. Super cool. 4K, limited edition, brand new, sealed in the box. Awesome. Nightbreed, twisted from the twisted mind of Clive Barker. One of my favorites. I watch this movie several times a year. Great film. If you like the whacked out stuff, which of course I do. What else do we got here? So we got another cool thing. Creepshow 2 box set. Another Arrow release. Limited edition box cover. Super cool. Brand new, sealed. Great addition to the collection. Again, I have Creepshow 2. I have it in DVD, and I think I might have a Blu-ray of it as well, but doesn't matter. The box is, you can't go wrong. Now, the last film that we're going to show here is another one of my favorites. I actually got a chance to see this film at last year's Texas Frightmare. I actually got to do a screening of the film with the original actors at the Alamo Drafthouse. It's Reanimator. Reanimator. Awesome movie. I know a lot of you have definitely seen Reanimator. If you haven't, do yourself a favor and check it out. Super cool box. Arrow release. Unopened, brand new. Going right in the collection. All right, so what should we cover next? So I've been working on trying to get my Scream Greats collection going. That's kind of one of the new lines that I've been, really getting into, getting a little bit away from the NECA figures and trying to get into the Scream Greats. So what I started with the Scream Greats is I started getting the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I don't have the full set yet, but I did find a reseller that was a vendor that was at the show today that actually had a couple of ones that have always been on backorder. I can't get my hands on them. So I picked them up. The price was good. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, jumbo. Mint condition box. Never been opened. Beautiful packaging. Awesome addition to the collection. Love the Scream Greats. super cool figures. They make a lot of different ones. I think I'm gonna try and get the whole series of everything they make. Going right back with the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Another addition to the collection. Spiky. Again, mint condition box. Perfect condition. It's got a little bend on the corner. Not the end of the world, but no rips, no breaks or anything. Super cool. Spiky. I think there's 2 more in the collection that I don't have, and I think they just released some new versions, so I'm gonna have to get those also. But still, awesome find. This is the thing with these conventions. When you go to these conventions, there's always gonna be vendors that have stuff that you may have been looking for that you can't find online, or that the prices are never good, or whatever the case is. Obviously, as a collector, you have to be somewhat mindful of what you're paying for things, because you don't want to overpay. Obviously, you're doing this for the joy of collecting of the particular whatever field you're into, whether it's horror or DC or X-Men, whatever the case is. But you still got to be a little bit frugal on what you're buying. You don't want to just shoot from the hip. Even though you want to support your local resellers, and sometimes you might pay a couple dollars more than you want to, that's okay. But you don't want to lose your shirt. The last couple of things I want to go over are the best part of the whole bunch. This involves the actors that we saw. So anybody who is a fan of the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the one that is played by, where Leatherface is played by Brett Wagner. Brett was at the show today. Super cool guy. First time meeting him. Had a nice little chat and conversation about the future plans for Texas Chainsaw. Obviously, we covered Curry Barker, which is obviously the young man that has been given the keys now to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And also this past week just released his film Obsession. Again, check my video out on my page about Obsession. If you haven't seen it, get to the theater while it's still there, because it's fantastic. But getting back to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we got a signed piece of artwork signed by Brett Wagner. That's getting framed. The frame has already been ordered. That's going to go in a frame, and that's going to go right up on the wall. In my opinion, the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre film is the second in the series as far as the best one. Obviously, nothing's going to touch the first one with Gunnar Hansen, but this is my number 2 for sure. And to meet him in person, and what a giant of a human. I mean, I'm a big boy myself, and that man that's a big boy. Super nice guy though. Awesome to see him have his little table and get his flowers from everybody, and kind of he had so much cool stuff, different types of artwork he could sign. I kind of kicked myself. He did have the original Leatherface masks from the film that he was signing. I didn't pull the trigger on it, and now that I'm all the way back home, I kind of kicked myself on it. So hopefully we'll get to catch up with him again at some other convention, and maybe we'll be able to do it again. A couple of last pieces here. So if you're a Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 fan, if you're a House of a Thousand Corpses fan, if you're a Devil's Reject fan, Bill Mosely. All you got to say, Bill Mosely, legend in the game, fantastic in everything he touches. I'm a huge Bill Mosely fan. We're going to start with the oldest thing first because it's super cool. So we got a little NECA, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 Chop Top, signed by Bill Mosely, Chop Top himself. This one is going to be locked away. This one is an awesome addition to the collection with the signature on it. Bill, also a super cool guy. Obviously very inundated because his line was quite long, and everybody and their mother was trying to get in to talk with Bill. Couldn't get much out of him about any future plans or whatever because he was a little bit inundated, but still took the time to chat with us real quick and give us some signatures and talk turkey a little bit. Super nice guy. And then the last piece that we got is obviously Otis Driftwood, House of a Thousand Corpses. Amazing. NECA, Series 1, signed by Bill Mosely. Major addition to the collection. The collection is growing. I actually came up on a massive score from one of my best friends in the whole world. Actually came upon a storage container that is loaded with horror stuff that we're presently going through, and you're gonna get a whole bunch more horror haul videos coming up in the near future. Some super cool stuff, some amazing films. So stay tuned for that. I just wanted to thank everybody for all the support, all the subscriptions, all the likes, all the follows, all the comments. You guys are amazing. You guys are helping the channel grow. This is a little passion project that I've taken on over the past 6 months, and I'm kind of going full tilt into it with the the collecting. I've obviously been collecting for quite a long time, but now I'm starting to like document everything, try to get the YouTube channel up and going, and then my other platforms, Twitch and Kick, and obviously we got the TikTok rolling as well. So all your support has been amazing, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. But again, stay tuned for more movie reviews, more movie previews, more collectibles, more gaming. Obviously more movies. Films are huge with us. The collection is massive, and it's just continuing to grow. I mean, sitting right next to me here is just piles of stuff that we're gonna have to go through and make some more videos for you guys. But again, I appreciate all the support, and we will see you guys on the next one.